Hello, my name is Will Thompson, and today I'm going to be going over wheel alignments. Working in a shop day to day, I always get asked, when do I need to get my alignment done, and why do I need to get my alignment done? So, the basic thing about alignments is tire wear and drivability. If you're going through your tires, let's say your tire is supposed to have a 50,000 mile warranty on it, and you're only getting 20,000 miles out of it, more than likely your alignment's out of spec. Also, if you're driving down the road and you're holding the steering wheel straight, but your car wants to veer to one side of the road, your alignment's probably out of spec. Do not go by what the radio says. Let go of the steering wheel and see if your car pulls to one side of the road or the other. That's very dangerous. Most people on 635 go 80 miles per hour. Now, you ask me, what is an alignment? A wheel alignment is the adjustment of steering and suspension parts to a specific measurement set by the manufacturer. Now there's three measurements that make up a primary basic alignment. It's going to be camber, toe, and caster. Each measurement has its own drivability issue. Now camber is going to be how far the top of the tire points into the vehicle or outside of the vehicle. Now, if you ever watch NASCAR, you see one of the tires is always pointed out. That's because of the way they drive it. On yours and my car, we don't want the tires to go all the way out, because if one of the tires is linked all the way out, which is positive, it will actually make that vehicle pull that direction. It will also cause premature tire wear because the weight of the vehicle is actually put on that side of the tire. As you can see in this picture, this is going to be negative camber, and as you can see, a lot of the weight of the vehicle is put on this side of the tire and this. And as you can see right here, you've got positive camber, which tires are like that. It's going to have pre-tire wear on the outside of the tire. Easy way to tell if your car has camber wear or camber issues: if one side of the tire is completely bald and then you have a whole lot of tread on one side of the tire, you need to go and have your alignment checked out. The second is going to be caster. Now caster is the position of the strut tower in correlation to the ball joint. So if it's straight up and down, that's going to be called zero caster. But if you move the strut mount in towards you, towards the driver's seat, that's going to be called positive caster. Now if you move the strut tower towards the front of the vehicle, that's called negative caster. Now caster is not going to wear your tires. It's going to be a drivability issue. Positive caster is actually what turns your steering wheel back to center when you make that U-turn. But having too much caster will actually give you a problem doing that U-turn. If you've ever seen a Harley Davidson rider trying to make that left-hand turn, he actually might have to slow down and walk his motorcycle to make that left turn, and it's going to be a really wide turn. Now, we've all been young and been at the grocery store and got on the shopping cart and ran down the aisle and jumped on the back. And all of a sudden the front wheels go brrr. The reason why? That's going to be negative caster. The actual tire is behind the strut tower. That will cause a wheel shimmy. So if you're on the highway and you're doing 60 miles per hour, 70 miles per hour, and you have that excessive shimmy in the floorboard, that's going to be caused by excessive negative caster. Now, most vehicles, you cannot adjust the caster, so there's going to be probably some type of suspension part that's worn out. Let's say you hit a curb during one of the Texas's crazy ice storms. You hit a curb, you might have to replace something. The last one's going to be toe. All vehicles can adjust the toe. And the way it says here, toe, think of your feet. You got toe in, which points forward. That's going to be negative. You got toe pointing out. That's going to be positive. This will wear your tires more than anything over camber. When you have, no matter which direction of the tire is going, if you have positive, it's going to eat on the inside of the tire. Because the vehicle is actually pushing that tire, and it's going to prematurely wear out that front tire wear. And same thing if it's negative toe. It's pushing your tires. So it will also cause feathering. What you can do is run your hand across the tire in one way and then pull it back another way, and it will actually feel like a serrated knife. It will actually feather because of that tire being dragged. Now, toe will affect your vehicle whether it's going to go left or right. And it will also be in correlation with your steering wheel. If your steering wheel is, let's say, at the 2 o'clock position, not straight, but 2 o'clock, like on a clock, your car will actually want to go right. And then if it's at the 10 o'clock position, it's going to want to go left. Now, with the camber in the toe specs, they can be lent in or towed in, and they will actually override themselves. So your car might drive straight, but you'll still get the tire wear because, one, your tires are pointing in or pointing out, or your tires are leaning in to where they cancel the measurements out. My recommendation is, when you get tires, always go to your tire store. They should have an alignment machine. Most of them do a free alignment check, and they should give you this form right here. This is going to be a prognosis report. It's going to have all your specs. It's going to have how your tires potentially will wear, and this is for a Kia Sorento. It will have your vehicle on there and the date, so that way you know your technician's being true to yourself. And it's going to show you where your prognosis is, where your problems are. On this vehicle, it shows that the caster is red, but because of the specifications 4.3, it's actually good. And you can see in the prognosis that the tires aren't going to wear because of caster. Now, as far as the rear goes, it shows that the toe's out. It shows what type of tire wear is going to be. It's going to be feathering, also with some scalloping or chopping. And then once the service writer provides you with this, you can have the opportunity whether or not you're going to fix this problem or not. And then once the vehicle has been aligned, you're going to have another report that's going to show a before report and then after report. So hopefully with this brief, basic introductory to alignment specifications, hopefully next time we go to the tire shop and the service writer tries to sell you an alignment, hopefully you know what the service writer is talking about. Do not get fooled by the green specifications and the red specifications, because as you see with the caster on this vehicle, it's actually within spec. So, and I highly recommend anybody that gets new tires. I very rarely see a new set of tires that is under $200. Most alignments go for $49.99, and they go up to about $110. So in my book, that's a very good investment to save your tires. If you're having performance issues with your vehicle, like I said, if your steering wheel is crooked, or if you're trying to drive straight down the road and you feel that your vehicle is pulling left or the right, any steering wheel is shimmying, stop by your local tire dealership or your tire dealer. Most of them do a free alignment checks. Check online and book an appointment. My name is Will, and thank you very, very much.